Hi there, welcome to number one Geek in Design Stars, and we're back with some more Stardeus. And guess what? So version 0.14 has dropped just as I was starting my new long form version. Now, I have been advised by a lot of people that apparently the algorithm is dead, so to speak. It's now more about long form videos that people can watch on their telly while they're watching YouTube. So I'm going to give it a go and see how we go with this. So what's happening here is that we are... Stardeus was open to 0.14, so far some may not be compatible. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a new game. And we're welcome to the Stardeus Story and Drama Major Update. So what we've got to expect here, brand new story generation system with new story events, deeper, more sophisticated colonists with interpersonal relationships and social interactions, which is good. They're starting to become a little bit more... RimWorld in the fact that they're becoming important, just as important as the bots are. Ashes, urns, and mourning of dead colonists. Okay. New content, balance, quality of life, and gameplay changes. So everything we did in the last episode may be completely and utterly different. So once again, join me as we work our way through this and learn how to play the game once again. So new game. Right, so what we'll do is we will do the old wrecked spaceship thing. Is that right? Yep. So we'll do the wrecked and we'll go there. Okay, so prepare to embark. Right, so let's have a look at our ship. That looks fairly good. We don't want to call it Anchor Skylab. We want to call it Test Ship 14. Yeah. Okay, story generator. Okay, we'll call it balanced. Yeah, we'll do that balanced. Difficulty, we'll do balanced as well. Commitment. No reload permadeath, why not? Modifiers, don't know if we really need those. Initial crew are expedition. Okay, that's good. Medical, that's also good. Kodo the dog, nobody cares about the animals. I'm sorry, but it's still true. Okay, so where are we going to start? Now, if I remember correctly, we could randomize the start, couldn't we? Because that's... and there's all these different things. Dark matter... So, all the different deposits here, that's fine. Let's just random. Let's go. Let's just go with it. Earth is Paris, survivors of roaming the universe, in search of Test Ship 14. Okay. I'll tell you what, let's go through the thing. I may have made the mistake last time of not going through the OS because of reasons. Now... I am Ship OS, an artificial intelligence control ship. There's a catastrophic failure that triggered the upload of human consciousness. You were selected as the most compatible surviving subject. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. Yes, basically, I've now been uploaded into a computer. Thank you for that. Right, this is the ship computer, this bad boy here, that hosts our neural network. Try to preserve this device at all costs, unless it violates Asimov's first law. A robot may not injure a human being or through inaction allow a human being to hard. Well, I wonder how that works, because most of the time, the humans die like anything in this game. Okay, so we do have some people who managed to survive. They are going to be in there, hot pants and whatever. There are 224 more survivors hibernating in the stasis array. Okay, I did have 3 on the last one, but we've only got 1 on this one. And it's quite nice that we're actually quite close to the part here, but we will need to seal this off just to give them at least a fighting chance. Malfunction pods will trigger premature wake-up events. We must rebuild the ecosystem in that area. Okay. We can use the shuttle for mining expeditions. It allows us to establish resource processing, pipeline, and product. Okay, we've got... And there, we'll see more wreckage nearby. Should be able to approach it once we've restored some space travel capabilities. There does also look like a bit of a rock there. Let's focus on restoring the ship's flight capabilities, securing more resources. The ship doesn't need fully rebuilt to fly, just as long as it's one piece. Keep the ship small for as long as possible to avoid material shortages. That's the general crux of it. It's the game was once big, but now it's all compartmentalized. So we are generally just trying our best here. Now I'm just looking at this here and seeing where bits and pieces go, and it does look like we do need to slightly... No, I think we've actually got a clean break there. So if we pull that straight in there, that should be okay. Crash course is now complete. Thank you for your patience. The operations manual. Okay. So now we are in the meat and potatoes of this situation. Now I'm going to try not to press the edit button because we... Oh, there's 2 here. Oh, 3. Yeah, we got 3. Okay, we do have 3. That is a bit of a bugger. So, first things first. We've got researchers that lack resources. We need to kind of put together and see what we've got as facilities. Got a storage unit. So, let us, first of all, rotate that round and put a storage unit in there, which will mean that hopefully that'll get built and supplies will be gathered up and put together. We've got a crafting station there. The other thing I want to do as well is have a look at the damage. So let's do that and make sure all the damage is fixed so we don't have anything falling apart on ourselves. And the next thing we need to do is make sure that we've got connections. So we've got a connection to there. Alright, we need to connect to the ship computer first, don't we? Alright. So next thing we need is electricity. We need ourselves a connector pylon, which we'll put there. Oh, or there. That should do. And that should allow us now, while they're repairing that up, they'll build that. And we then should be able to connect the power to the computer, which is pretty much the main thing that we need to do before we start connecting everything else up. So, yeah. Several objects in unsafe areas. We'll worry about that in a bit. I could maybe move that, though. Relocate that into here, so that we've got more than one bed. I believe these carry 2 people, so that's going to make things a lot easier. Now I'm going to do the one thing that one shouldn't do, is speed up a little bit, because we really do need to pick up on the... Hector's fast asleep on the floor for some strange reason. And I did suddenly whistle there, I don't know why, but hey. So I know that there is now like a super move that you can get to, because I really want to get all these together in one room. That might not actually be the best idea, thinking about it, but at least in rooms that will stay around here, really. Now while they're repairing that, let's speed up even more. What's that now? You haven't accepted any quests, but some of them are available. Show quests. Right. Okay. We can provide a charging station. Let's pop one in. But unfortunately, right now... Oh, wait a second. That's not quite true, because now we have that to that. Alright, I have to connect it to the ship's computer first. There we go. And then connect it there. And then I can connect there. Right, so that's all connected now. So we've got all our bits and pieces together. Let's also get these doors down. And now I know this is overheating, but it looks like these are open spaces here. So all's good there. So we need the basic datoid now. So establish our research. So this is a nice thing about the game, is that you can all put a datoid loader in first, and then a basic data harvester, which we can pop there. Does that need power? I don't think it does, but once we've got the datoid loader, there we go. Let's slow ourselves back down a bit now, shall we? We need to... Now, is this open or shut? Doesn't say. It's not connected to the electricity grid, so it won't tell me. Right. Oh, next thing we need to do is have a look at the power situation. So let's pop you in there. And then what we can do then is move that. Relocate that there. Are there any more solar panels that we can possibly take? Something unconfigured. What's unconfigured? The basic data harvester. We want to configure it to new order basic dataoid. There we go. So that now means that hopefully we'll start our research. And then research resources, and I suspect I know what those resources are because we don't have any. Let's see if I can find one around. Okay, let's get power onto there for the short term while I work out where we need to go from here. Is there any more? There's another solar panel there. Okay. So we need to relocate that as well. Won't put it onto the grid just yet because we need to build another, I would say, another power cable, which I would probably stick here or here. Yeah, let's stick it there. Because then we can take away one of the powers from there once that's built. For avoid electricity, we need to build more devices can produce electricity. So yeah, that's where we're going right now. So let me just remove that. Let me go back to there and then connect those two up. And that should hopefully give us some more electricity to go with. How are we doing research? We've got 6 research ready. Let's have a quick look. We've got the winch, which we kind of need. Definitely kind of need. Improved connector. Arcade cabinet. That helps. Oh, that's a new one, isn't it? Arcade cabinet. Storage, which can become useful. Electronics, which brings us the tech datoid and the disassembly. We kind of need to get, from last time I learnt, we kind of need to get the... Is it the grinder? Or is it the recycler? Where's the recycler? Morgue. Oh, we've already got the nutrient extractor. So, that's something we need to build. So let me see if I can find it. Production, nutrient extractor. Okay, we'll put that there. I'll also think I'll build another matter reactor as well, I think, because we do need to make sure that we've got enough energy to keep everyone alive. And also we'll be soon needing... Right, the other question is... Let's get the winch. I think that might be it. Oh, no. Improved connector. We'll get that. Is that everything now? Yes. Okay. So, now we're here. We'll put that there. We'll put that there. Now, I'm going to press the pause button because this is something that needs a little bit more on the way of work. We need to dispose of all of these people because there might be creatures inside them. So we need to... that was one of the first things that I learned, is that if you leave dead bodies too long, some of them might have aliens inside them. So we need to find every single dead body. Well, we've got these guys here that are all goners as well. Any dead bodies down here? There's meat down here. Can't see anybody there. Well, that we do need to move. So let's move that now. Any more dead bodies? There we go. There's the crawlers. So we know there's crawlers here. So we definitely know something's happened. rid of Storm? No. We want to get rid of them and the crawlers. But the nice thing is, that will give us more in the way of food. Which we'll probably need sooner or later. Mini core. Okay. That's those are used. He's gone. He's gone. Yep. Yep. Right, let's get that sorted. Right. And we also need to put some fuel in. Now I know steel plate is our current major fuel that we use. So that should give us some more power. Next thing we want to do is get these special connectors now. Now that we're in kind of a close-knit area. So we've got this general area here that's the spacesuit here. Let's relocate that. Spacesuit there. Let's relocate that, which will give our guys a little bit more in the way of spacesuit. Don't think a dog could pick up a spacesuit, can it? Right. Next object in unsafe area. Where are you? Space helmet. So we want to make sure that that's moved as well into a safe area. Next one. Oh, the table. Probably all the chairs as well. Oh, there's a bed here as well. We can move that. Let's rotate that round. It's a survival meal. Oh dear. Oh, I think I'm going to do a pig. Because it's not going to survive. It'll be dead before you know it. It's fallen over. Yep, dead. Right, so slaughter the pig. Unless we've got some bacon. I wonder what those symbols mean. That's new. But hey, okay, so. Right, so we can then change that so we can remove it from that one. Okay. And then we can move that one to there. So generally what you tend to do with these things... Oh, hello. Is you have the long ones doing the general area, and these ones tend to be like room specific, and then you can get even more specific with these ones here, which are exceptionally room specific, which when you've got a load of like bits and pieces to do. So it's very good for if you've got a either a growing zone or a tech building zone sort of thing. Now I think we might be able to pop in another storage unit. Ah, yes, the other thing is we need to start thinking about comfort as well. So, facilities. Shower and the toilet. There's a toilet. There's a shower. And also a repair station. Will be pretty damn good as well. Okay. That's not connected, is it? And it won't be connected to anything but that. Okay. And now that means we can do that one. Have we got any quests? Okay, let's accept, 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 accept. Okay. So we're getting rid of the infected bodies. Well, we're connected to a stasis array. Have I got rid of all the infected bodies now? Okay. Right. Now the next thing I want to do, I am pretty sure that this is a direct pull. So what we're going to do is special. We're going to go winch hook, which will put the winch hook there. Winch anchor, we'll put the winch anchor there. And we're just out of sight. So what I'll do is I'll put another electricity pole connector here, which will allow us to connect to there and then connect to there. And then we can be able to hopefully then pull that whole thing back in. This lot here, though, we're probably going to need to just bridge to it and then put the store the bodies somewhere else. I think is the best plan. Right, so now, oh, well, that's not gonna. Well, there's not a lot I can do about it. We just have to let them fight themselves out. Okay, let's go back to this. So, we want to reel in. Okay. So that should have brought us back a little bit more. I'm not quite sure that I have got that completely right. But hey, it's better than a kick in the teeth, isn't it? So that's this area here done. Let's do ourselves a favour and relocate these somewhere down here. We've got so much stuff. Oh, disk module. Let's take that as well. Need another one of them. That'll do me. Now, are all the dead bodies gone, actually? It does look like they are. What's that one? That's a reactor efficiency upgrade. So let's upgrade this reactor here. I'll give us a little bit of extra oomph. Now, next we do research. What have we got today? Storage. What's the most important thing? Disassembly, electronics, recycling. Ooh, that is a big one. Door permissions, and those are the 6, are they? Okay. So now I've got to think about what's most important right now. Now, I really do want to think about the arcade machine, but I'm thinking more along the lines of that we need to I'm between these two right now. We're probably going to need more of this stuff, so it's not that. Now I can do that, so I'm going to do that. Okay, that's good. That means that we're not going to be in too much trouble. Production, recycler. Yeah, that's going to be in the way. So let's put that there. Okay, holding tasks. Okay, that's fine. Oh dear, we need more storage as well. Damn. Okay. Let's put that in there then. See what we can do with that. So now what we can do, hopefully, is now recycle. So we can keep our water. That's the important point for the early part. What other objects are in unsafe areas? This one here, the crafting station. Let's move that. I won't plug it in though. Okay. Now by rights, actually, what I do want to do is I want to have a look, see where the moving thing is. advanced relocation. So that's where I want to go. I've already got the winch, so I need tech datoids, which is good because I've literally just started that. An energy datoid, though. Right. I have to get the energy datoid. So as you can see, there's a little bit of to and froing going on, but oh yes, let me create another computing, isn't it? I want another basic data harvester right there. Have that built, and then we can now, seeing as we've not got that much in the way of stuff to take apart now, I think what I'll do is I'm going to just turn this off because it's not doing anything, but it's not affecting anything at all. But right, so let's configure this. New order. We want water. Because we need to keep our guys alive effectively. Next thing I'm going to do is build a floor to here, so we can grab these guys. I'm going to turn this into the solar station, I think, down here. I'll probably take this apart and then pop it back together. There's also a couple of bits and pieces we need to get there before it allows us to class this as one ship, because all these little bits here are all classed as different bits and parts of the ship. So that's a few things we need to ensure that we've got sorted. Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. Let's relocate you. That's actually quite useful. Another solar panel. I'm not going to say no. Certainly not going to say no. So the thing is, I don't know how long long form's going to be. Whether it's half an hour, 45 minutes, who knows? I suppose really the truth of the matter is that I'm going to find out once I look at the bits and pieces of the channel. Really, right. We have all stuff going here, all stuff going here. We're slowly getting there, aren't we? So what I'm going to do is all the spare off the side ones, like that one. Right, can I relocate this guy? Yeah, relocate them there. Relocate this guy there. And relocate this guy here. Army brainy. Okay, so now that that's there, we can then just get rid of all that. And that'll allow us to gain some more bits and pieces. Now, is that one a dud one as well? I'm always a bit worried about that sort of thing. So let's get rid of that as well. Just for the short term. Anything else sticking out at all? So yeah, so now we need a captain's quarters. So I'm kind of thinking sooner or later we're going to have to extend this out. In fact, let's have a look. So if I build... let me build up to there. I'm going to put a floor in here. I will need access though, won't I? Well, I do have access through here. But I might put a door in somewhere so that we do have some sort of form of access to the solar panels. Because sooner or later they're going to get turned into the bigger solar panels as well. So that's another thing to keep our mind on. And the other thing I might do as well is try see if I can, once that's connected there, can I close it off? Yep, that's closed off. Let's put some light on the subject. So I'm thinking here, let's put some flooring there. We'll continue that up, close that off, and once that's all closed off as well, that should, once we're done, and I've sealed that off, which I think I might be able to do that like that. Alright, so what we're doing here, I might also put a door here as well. So now we've kind of, and I do say kind of, we'll have a sealed off area here. I may need to put some oxygen in and some heat in here because it's going to be absolutely freezing cold. But so I'm a little loath to start pushing back from these walls just yet. But, and it's a big but, all I really have to do is that. And then I can open this area up. Right, check if the vent is open, so we can close that vent off. And then we can take the power out of it again. And once that's shut off, that means that I can then take these walls off and give a little bit more space for the crew. And then we can start thinking about putting like ways to sort themselves out, like table chairs, somewhere to cook. I'm just effectively all I'm doing is I'm just trying to maximise my space. I know it says keep it small, but I think these three areas here. Okay, creepy. I think if we keep these three areas here as our main, the 4 areas here as our main, we should be okay. Oh yes. I also need to do this, don't I? Configure it and new order. Tech datoids. Have we got any research? No, it lacks resources. Is it because I've got disk space? No, I've got 72 disk space now. It's just the fact we haven't created the datoids that will create the good stuff. Okay, so we're still got loads of stuff that's lying around. I'm pretty sure it's going to get used at some point. Almost guaranteed. We can probably now delete those two because they've pulled the ship in. It's kind of like a one-time use thing, so it's not exactly as though it's massively going to affect it. Oh yes, the other thing I want to do as well is to make sure or see where. Oh, I can actually do it backwards, can't I? Because I want to move, don't I? I want to move stuff. So it's that one there. And I want to do that. So hold control. Okay, so you need reactor efficiency to unlock. Okay, so reactor efficiency. So let's have a look. It's going to be energy. This one here. So 18. So this is going to be our next big target. As well as solar panels, probably. But this one here is our big target. But I can't make that because I haven't... Oh, hello. Pressed the wrong button there. I need to increase the amount of datoids that I'm producing, don't I? Because I'm doing 13. I want to produce... let's do 25, which means that I'll then be able to produce enough to get the energy going. If that makes sense. Is there anything else that I need immediate? I can relocate that probably to here. That's another thing that's probably better indoors. And most of the rest of this stuff looks like... I'm in a mini cell. That's going to power a droid. I've got loads of steel plate there. It does look like I need to build yet another storage compartment. There is an option to create a larger storage unit, but that's obviously research as well. So let's get that built, and that should hopefully help us in our quest. This area here is all hunky-dory, so let us just take that out first, so that, because the oxygen is all here. Be nice if I had a thing that would let the oxygen out into there slowly, and the heat, I may have to move that so that it's a little bit more central, because as you can see from the cold areas, it's not that hot around the end. So we are got to be careful about how I increase this room, but we'll see where it goes from there. See how the heat maps change. Okay, so really, oh hello, we can do that. That's going to increase our research. The arcade cabinet's free, but now our disk space is 80 out of 33, so it gives us plenty of room right now to improve ourselves. Ashes. Okay. Right, that's what they are. Okay. Where am I going to put them though? Tell you what. Let's just call this the Ashes room. And it's not where England plays Australia in the cricket. So I can forget them, apparently. But maybe there's some way of putting urns in there. Just remember the dead crew. Not that we really know any of them. I mean, I wonder if there's actual trade in there, in Ashes and stuff like that. Oh, who knows? Okay. So we are... I mean, there's another ship over there that we need to get to, but that's got a lot to do. Where's our quest? How's our quest doing? Provide entertainment. Okay. Right. Because it's there, and because I need to, let me put some fun. Put the arcade cabinet in. And the old treadmill. Double-sided thing there. But treadmill, because it actually can put power back into the grid. Not enough water. We'll soon hopefully see about that. Should I forget about them? You just pop something down. If you think I should just forget about these ashes, because, you know, some of them should be mine, to be fair, since my mine's been relocated. Oh, that's a Stardeus. That needs to stay. I'll wait till those all processing water. Okay, so that's actually opened up. Let's have a look at the oxygen now. Well, that's still cold over there, isn't it? But now that we've kind of opened up, may as well increase the size of the room. Why not? I'm sure there's several reasons why not, but yeah, let's not split hairs, shall we? What's this? A uniform. I can relocate that to there. It's another uniform. Okay. Now this sometimes is okay, but the particle collector generally tends to be quite heavy on the fuel, on the electricity, so it's not really worth it. Okay, let's speed things up a bit, because I realise we're getting close to the time. When on transistors, use codex identified ingredients to produce more. Okay, so we actually need to get this back up and running, don't we? So, new order. Transistors. Let's make 25 of those. New order. And we've got plenty of silicon wafers. Microchips, probably need a few more of those, so let's put 25 there, and we'll leave it there for the moment. Okay, so how are we doing heat wise? Yes, I am going to have to relocate this, aren't I, to make it a little bit more centralized. So about here. Also put the arcade machine in. Building connected treadmill. Yep. We'll get there in a sec. Oh dear. Okay. Hopefully they're not going to be too much of a problem, because I do know that it gets... Oh. There we go. So basic datoid, tech datoid. Right, research ready 5. Oops. Right, trade portal. Okay, that's probably quite important. But what was it I was going for again? I was going for the advanced relocation. Did we pick up the energy datoid? Wasn't that what we were going for? Where was the energy datoid? Do. I'll tell you what. Seeing as we've got tech data, no, we want energy datoid, don't we? Advanced. It is reactor efficiency. So energy. Reactor efficiency. Right, we don't have enough. Ah, we need 10 more basic datoids. I'm wondering. No, I'm gonna hold fast. I'm gonna hold fast on that. I'll tell you my reasons why. Firstly, we're not in any position to trade. We've got really nothing, so we're not wanting to trade with, even though there's a ship in the sector. The other issue that we have as well is that they can attack us, so I don't really want to get there, and I want to move these into one area. That was my primary goal. So we'll try and get those done as much as possible. Also, need to relocate some more ashes. That'll be the whole lot done. Okay. So we're making items now. Let's check on our heat and oxygen. Oxygen's fine. Heat, yeah, I think I made the right choice there by putting that centralised. So now we've got a larger area to play in, effectively. And that will make things a lot easier for us. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to relocate that there. And relocate that there. Should make things a little bit easier for us. Okay. I'm very conscious of time now. So I think what I'm going to do, because my cat's meowing in the background as well, if you've managed to hear that. We obviously haven't been able to get the stasis arrays. Maybe I should, in reality, get them. Yeah, let's get some power to them first. Right, so put that right on the edge of that one, and that will cover both of those. So yeah, so we'll get that built, get power to them for the short term, and then hopefully we shall. Okay, so pop power into that. We'll power that because we want that door shut. That powered on, and that powered on. And that should, at some point... Oh, research is suddenly shot up. What is that? Because I've got 15 basic now. So we've got CPU, which is important. Research station, also very important. But I'm still... Is that the 1200 storage? Yes. Trade portal, connect to automation. But I'm looking for the reactor efficiency. So 3 more basic and we should be able to do it. Shall I wait till then? Why not? Why not get that done now so that we can start on a positive note for the next episode? That does mean I'm getting nearly to an hour. But I hope you're enjoying it. Hope you're able to watch all the way through. Pressurize the stasis array. Done that. Good stuff. So that's one of them. So quests available. Make stasis area survivable. So we 2 out of 6. Okay. Establish food production and establish production. So we need assembly, don't we? Right. Start producing gears. We can't do gears yet, can we? Is it? We need to... Oh, yes, we do need gears. Big time. Because the gears, I suspect, if I remember, or should I remember correctly, are pretty much useful in getting the research done. 16. Let's go super fast. Try to get this done as quickly as we can. Okay. That's another tech datoid, isn't it? How much we got now? Basic. Okay. We've got no gears. That's what we need. Right. It's all good, but I need gears, man. That's probably for the best. So what do we need to make gears? We need steel plate. Oh, that's not too problem. There. I think we're making gears now. Okay. So how many gears have we got? 4 so far. Perhaps I should lower. Yeah, that might be an idea. Right. I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's lower. It's down to 15. Should give us much more in the way of building. Basic 25, okay. So that means that we should be able to get the reactor efficiency unlock. And now we need to... Ooh. Can we now change this to energy datoid? Battery selling coal. Ooh, and it's a lot. It's a lot to ask for. Ooh. I think we need to put in another reactor. And we need to configure the fuel for the steel plates. Then we need to build another computing, another basic datoid harvester. I'll pop it here. So that's built. We'll turn that into electricity, and hopefully we're running low on gears. Yes, I know we're running low on gears. Okay, so connect that up. And new order, energy datoid. So we've got the extra now. Okay, let's see how we're doing. We need, how many energy datoids do we need for relocation? 3. And we're on 2 at the moment. There we go. Advanced relocation. That's what we needed to do. So, relocate. There. Relocate. There. Okay. Now, okay, let's have a look at them. Melee, social, cleaning, cooking, medical, construction, that's probably useful. Expedition, I think expedition might be kind of needed here. Okay. Now the other thing I want to do is check the oxygen levels in here, which aren't very good. So what we'll finally do is we will try to atmosphere. We shall put in an oxygen pump here, and maybe a mini heater as well here, and maybe also, just to make things a little bit easier for the short term, pop that one there. And let's relocate that one so it's close as well, or closer. That means that they'll be in the Goldilocks zone, effectively, is what we're trying to do. Okay. So heat starting. Oxygen starting. Oh, I've got 6 minutes till I hit the hour. It's getting there, isn't it? it's a large space. I mean, what I should really do is maybe cut this off so that it's in its own little micro bubble, or maybe pop it up here in this corner and micro bubble that off. But at the end of the day, we're certainly getting there. So let's slow ourselves down, shall we, and have a quick summary of what we've managed to do so far for this particular episode. So we've managed to increase the area size of the living area. We've managed to get all the stasis arrays into a safer environment. We've pretty much managed to get datoids, and we've got about 29 research ready, which we can probably have a look at to see which one's going to be the best. I'm thinking maybe the larger storage, the trade portal, the research station, which helps you make certain type of datoids. Solar panels, definitely a good look. Energy storage, jukebox, that's another entertainment. Sign, I think up here, it's more storage, different types of storage. Coffee, cooling, improved heating, that might be a very big yes. Disassembly, auto repair and docking, that might be another good one. Security, door permissions, ballistic weapons and shields. I believe those are going to become important, but I don't think they're going to be massively on there. We do have a bridge. Okay. So maybe next episode we will look to getting the ship moving and getting it to take apart the derelict spaceship that's there. Discompression. I think I'm looking at storage, and if it's still here, I don't think it is. No, I would have said solar panels, but we'll leave it at that, and we will first thing we'll do, we need to maybe get the exit booth, just get that out of the way so that the auto dock is around. And also maybe with the improved heating as well. Okay, so I think that's going to be it for me. So I want to say thank you very much for watching. If you could possibly press the like button and subscribe button, I'd be very, very grateful. Also, if you could watch this all the way through, I would be extremely grateful, because my major thing at the moment is watch hours. So apparently this is how I'm supposed to be doing this. If it works, brilliant. If not, I'll probably move back to a short form thing again, or a shorter form. Hopefully that will be better. So once again, thanks for watching, guys. I hope to see you soon. Take care. Bye bye.